Gamescom. I got Jose, and I got Team Marvel here. I got also friends from WB Games. Guys, you're here. We were just at E3. You guys made amazing announcements, and this is kind of nice because I actually work with Marvel as a Marvel gaming host, so it's really nice to have family up here, you know, from the Marvel world. So I know I'm not going to take like all the time. I just want to have everyone know who you guys are and like what you guys, what your roles are.
Okay, I'm Will Evans. I'm a senior designer at TT Games. I look after designing the levels, I guess.
Yep.
Your job.
And I'm Phil Ring, executive producer for the Marvel Superheroes 2. Been with TT for about 10 years now, so lucky enough to work on the other Marvel titles we've done as well.
So exciting, and I know you guys have been holding off because you guys have a lot of stuff to share with us.
Yeah, some brand new character reveals, and also we're showing a brand new level. So brand new exclusive stuff for Gamescom. We're really excited to be able to kind of start to talk more about the game. So.
Yes, and it's coming out really soon.
It is November 14th in the US, November 17th in Europe. So yeah, not too long at all. Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So.
That's right.
Covering all bases for all your superhero needs.
All your base art belong to us.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, what are some of the heroes and villains that we can talk about that a lot of people like currently that we've known about since E3?
So yeah, we've got some really cool characters in the game. So some of the ones that we've kind of announced previously are things like Green Skin Smash Troll from medieval England. And this is one of the things about this game. It's all about jumping around to different time periods as well. So the story has
it's immersive.
Exactly, and we can jump from things like Spider-Man 2099 with Spider-Gwen, with Spider-Man from Noir.
She's so cute, by the way.
So cool. I've actually got it on a T-shirt, but I've got my Baby Groot on today.
Oh, Baby Groot. He's actually one of my favorites to play with.
He's great
Don't
fun.
underestimate him.
Oh, no, not at all.
Baby Groot.
I love Groot. You could do our voice acting if you like.
Anytime.
Oh,
let me know.
Oh.
I'm always available.
So yeah, we've got some brilliant characters, but what's great as well, we've got some brand new character reveals that we're doing for Gamescom. It's a huge roster. So when we get into gameplay, you kind of bring up the character list, you just see this like massive characters there. And it's really exciting for us because we're still adding to this. We're still listening to what fans say. People are requesting characters, and we really are still trying to get these people in the game. So we're trying to go big on the character list and some great characters, great abilities.
Let's check out this live gameplay. I think that's like kind of the best way to find out how a game really
Not enough characters.
Not enough characters.
I need more.
Oh my goodness.
I need more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Cool. So we'll start off with some of the classics. So we've got Howard the Duck, of course. So he's making a return, but he has the ability to suit up.
Oh, he's so cute.
And we have Iron Duck.
What?
Whoa!
So he's a bit of a favourite, so he's a bit of a quirky one in there. We've got some other great characters in there. Some of the new ones. So this is Iron Man, but from the Old West.
Ooh.
So we have an Old West version of Tony Stark as well, and he has a suit-up animation.
I love just the play on characters you could have so much fun with. Like Iron Duck. Come on, what? Like what?
Yeah.
Iron Howard the Duck? Wild West Tony Stark?
We've got some others. Yeah, we've got Throg. So Thor version, a frog version of Thor. Sorry.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant because we're not, with working with Marvel, we don't want to kind of have a game where you're stuck just using one set of characters. We really get to go old school, we get to go really current and just kind of the whole spectrum across the board. And that's brilliant for us because it means that from a story point of view, we do get to do stuff that's really exciting.
And also for like streamers who, you know, want to replay the game, they can have different options to, you know, replay the game in different ways.
Yeah, very much. And then with the open world as well, we have the whole of Chronopolis to explore. So when you get these characters, this time around we're actually telling people about them as well. So when you unlock a character, you get a character card, and it shows you who that character is, gives you a bit of information. These are their abilities, this is their first appearance, and things like that, because we realise some people may not know who they are, but these characters are really cool. So just kind of giving that people a bit of education about it, and then they can go off and maybe if they want to find out more about them, then they can. So.
And we got some boss fights, and let me tell you guys, these boss fights are not easy. I was at the booth, I remember I was sweating, people were like staring at me, I'm like, oh my god, this is a Lego game, I should really know what I'm doing, but no, it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough. You didn't make it easy.
We're teaching people, aren't we? We're walking people through it to kind of help them along.
Yeah.
No, but it's one of those things. I think that it kind of brings the old players that are used to the game, and then introducing it to people who are like, oh, this isn't just a little kiddie game. This is a really cool, hard game to play. I can do it.
Yeah, we've always wanted to make games that were basically something that everyone can play together and people can play with their kids.
Yeah.
What we find is an 8-year-old boy will sit there and play this game and absolutely nail the boss fight like it's nothing.
I know.
And then we come along and we're sat there going, I got beaten again, got beaten again, got beaten
They're
again.
made for kids.
Here,
They're
do
made
it.
for kids. The game is made for kids, not for adults.
So this is the level we're actually showing. Will's responsible for this level from a design point of view. So
Okay.
what we can do is have Will kind of dig into the details.
Talk to us.
Okay, so this is basically level 7. This is a big, huge fight with a guy called Surtur. So if you've seen the Thor Ragnarok trailer, he's this big, huge dude from Muspelheim, which is basically Asgardian hell, with a huge fight, even looks a little bit like the devil. He turns up in the middle of Asgard, basically trying to take it over, and our heroes have to stop him.
People just leave Asgard alone, you know?
Well, you find out a little bit in the story that there's a reason why Loki's here too, if you know what I mean. So I won't spoil the story too much, but he ends up sort of joining your side because he doesn't want to be the ruler of nothing.
Whoa, teaming up with Loki. Doesn't sound like a smart business move. Not on my watch.
Never ends well.
One of the things I love about this level, though, is it's starting to touch into how the characters cross over in the story.
Sure.
So we have Thor, Jane Foster, but we also kind of have classic Thor as well. So in the intro cutscene, Jane turns around and goes, "Oh, Thor, is that really you?" And we're starting to play on this idea that the characters can mingle as part of the story.
Now, one of the things I like you guys introduced a few games ago were the giant-sized Legos.
Yeah,
You know, we had like the Hulk Lego, and you're like, that is an awesome size Lego. Now for Baby Groot, do you introduce like the super small Lego you can barely see, and he's just like hanging out?
We really did.
Yeah.
So we have the big fig,
Yeah.
so you want your Hulk to be Hulk.
Yeah.
But then, Baby Groot, Lego actually made it as a model that exists in the playsets. And we saw it because we worked really closely with Lego, and we're like, that's going in the game, that's brilliant. And so when the animators actually brought it to life, it was the best thing. He's running around. And I still run around like the open world with him. It's just so much fun. And he's actually got some of Kang's technology. So Kang being the big bad guy
Yeah,
in
he's
the
extremely
game,
effective.
he can do the time travel. So he's doing this thing where he kind of ages himself up using the tech. So you can go from being Baby Groot to kind of full-size Groot
Yeah.
and use different abilities.
That's what I'm talking about. I like that. I like that. Always thinking of everything.
Well, it's just that the team, we genuinely have massive Marvel fans in the office. So when we're looking at which characters to include, we just go to whoever's the kind of biggest fan in the office. It's like, okay, what do you want to see? If you wanted to make a game with this in, who would it be? What would they do?
That and the fans. Social media, literally about 10 notifications a day we get on Twitter, all people saying, what about this guy, what about this guy?
What did you guys see the most?
Most requested Lego.
I don't want to spoil it because it's one of the ones that we've not maybe not said anything
okay.
about yet.
So if you just follow back through the timeline and see who the most requested one was,
yeah, pretty much.
you will
There
sort of get a glimpse of
You know
maybe-
someone's gonna do it.
Yeah.
we like to hold us something back, don't we? We can't.
This is
We're always doing these reveals all the time, and it's one of the best things about working for TT Games is we get to do these eight really amazing reveals, but we need to hold something back so you actually got something to surprise you when you actually get to play the game, I guess.
I mean, I remember when Iron Stan came out, and Stan came out, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? That's sort of like the greatest character of all time.
It's a bit of a funny one. Like literally, if we wanted to reveal everything, we could probably sit here for about 8 hours just rattling on, going, "We've got this person and these abilities and this level." So
It's great. You just do like a roster reveal stream. We're just like, and in this corner.
But it's not even, to be honest, it's not even the characters. We're always trying to improve the gameplay. So the boss fight that you're sort of seeing now, Surtur's actually coming in, he's trying to fight us, he's shrunk himself down. We've actually got a new dynamic boss system in the game. So in previous LEGO games, they would just have hearts that would be at the top of the screen, and you would hit them a couple of times, they'd get dizzy, and then you just punch them and they'd take a heart off. They've got health bars now, and they also adapt to how you play. So I'm running around being a bit scared of him, but it's just because I'm talking at the moment. So essentially, if you go toe-to-toe with him, he's going to start doing attacks and knocking you back. So we wanted to make it a better experience for more experienced players. So if you don't want to die too much, you have to get in there, do a few hits, and then get away from him. Because if you stay there trying going toe-to-toe, he's going to knock you back. If you actually stay a distance and you're using like a laser beam or you're shooting bullets, he's going to start deflecting those bullets back towards you. So you've got to keep changing the way that you fight the bosses and things. We've really made the bosses really tough.
Really tough, guys.
Well, tough. But
Sweaty.
you can just go toe-to-toe and punch away if you want to do it, and you will finish the level for kids. But we wanted that kind of challenge element where if you want to keep all your studs, you've got to play well, you've got to play smart.
Right, that's true. And I know with everything like happening in game, there's like a lot going on. So any advice for anyone who's coming in for their first time and like, you know, using certain characters to kind of help along?
Sure, sort of the things within LEGO games, we always want to call out some variety. If something's flashing, it's important. Go do something with it. You can't figure out what you need to do with it, try hitting it. It will probably fall to pieces. You can do something with the bricks. So that's the kind of like
Or
one of the
you'll get
general
this.
rules.
Smash everything.
Exactly.
Smash everything.
And then the other thing is, if you know the characters, they'll do what you want them to do. So you sit there and go, okay, there's a switch that looks like it needs charging up with electricity. I wonder if Thor could do that. So use Thor, charge up, you'll then be able to charge up the switch and it'll give you new abilities.
Switch to Hulk. It's not working. Damn doors.
So this is one of the new abilities actually we have for Captain America. So he has it, like in the films, he'll bounce his shield, it'll ricochet off loads of different things. That's actually something that's in the game now, and we may have a cameo from a bit of a special character coming up in just a moment.
Oh yeah.
Someone might be...
Asgardian Fire Service arriving.
So we have a certain Gwenpool who's currently helping out now.
Oh, he doesn't like that. Not one bit.
Oh no.
Nope.
Fire Demon's worst enemy. Water and shame.
Now he's got a water beard. He's been water
It's an
bearded.
icy beard.
He's going to Taylor Swift in a second. He'll shake it off.
His water bearding confirmed. There it is.
He's upset.
So yeah, it's one of these things as well. From a story point of view, we wanted something that was very, very cool, and it kind of builds up to this dramatic climax. So this is one of the levels that we're showing. It's about level 7.
Okay.
There's some really cool places, and we'll be able to, as we reveal more and more down the line, there really is a huge amount of variety. Just in Chronopus, being able to go to ancient Egypt and then go to like Saqqara or somewhere like that, and the kind of difference in those locations. It's really cool. Like I say, the team's done an amazing job, and even from like everything.
Thanks, Phil.
Like from an art point of view as well. It's beautiful. It looks amazing. Where we've kind of dropped 360 and PS3, the team have just kind of done amazing things with the visuals.
No, it really has. The amount of detail and attention to it is incredible.
Yeah, and it's like I say, it's all testament to the guys in the office. They just do an amazing job and really pour their heart and soul into these games. So
He's almost down.
One of the things I really love is that it's, the games that are driven behind actual stories or films or specific stories, they're told so well, but when you guys get to do your own creative thing and everything is sort of unexpected, I think it's a little bit more pleasing for somebody like me who I like jumping into the games knowing what's going to happen, but when I don't know what's going to happen, just getting surprised by certain things that you guys throw in or certain touches that you guys add. I mean, I love the fact that you guys are willing to go all out and do that and make sure that everything still sort of syncs together in a way that's going to make sense.
Oh, thank you.
And it was one of the things with this game, with being a sequel to the first Marvel superheroes, that we wanted it to be an original story. We wanted that freedom to go, let's mix the characters up, let's go to cool locations. Because that kind of element of, I wasn't expecting that, is what we want people to experience when they're playing the game. And it's just it's kind of great story. And we actually worked with Marvel writer Kurt Busiek on the story, because he's a massive Kang kind of specialty, if you will.
Right.
And being able to work directly with him on this story was great, because it means that we still keep it really authentic to kind of the Marvel universe. But it's our version of the story, it's our tale to tell through the kind of Lego lens, if you will.
It's great working with Marvel just because we've not just got a great breadth of characters, because we're dealing with Kang, who's a time traveler, we're going deep and forward. So you've got all these amazing characters. You've got Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir, all these different kind of age ranges and different period of time of all these things smashing together. It's such a great idea for a story that you kind of think, why has Marvel never done this before? Then you think, well, we're probably crazy enough guys to try and do it.
There you go.
Hopefully everyone's going to think it's amazing, because we really enjoy it and we really think it's going to be the best game that we've ever done.
And it's coming soon, this fall.
Yes.
Yes, very much. November. So I'd say November 14th in the US, 17th in Europe.
All right, guys. Well, are you excited?
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped.
I love me some superheroes and Baby Groot.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, don't go anywhere. We got more games.